Good afternoon, whenever present here. My name is PV Saket, and I am currently pursuing my Bachelor's of Technology from SRM University Ramapuram campus. So I did a project based upon the it's NASA dataset where you have to find whether whether the meteoroid which fall on the Earth can be found or not. Like now, what is a meteoroid? Meteoroid is nothing but the particles that fall which come from the another planet which falls on our planet. So the reason for why meteoroids are important, because meteoroid plays a very important role in understanding the like what is the environmental conditions present in that planet, or from which planet the particular meteoroid has been found. So to study about the different planets, it's very important for the scientists to know what is actual meteoroids about. So meteoroids can be classified into two types in according to this data set. If the meteoroid was being seen falling, we call it as the fell. But if the particular meteorite is found on the earth, but if it is not absorbed, it is called as found. So these are the two components that we took as a parameter here. So in this data set, there are different kinds of variables. Name means name of the particular meteoroid. Like for example, coming from the different location have different names. So ID means different identifier of the meteoroid. So name type means what are the type of the meteoroids it's been. So like this, we took this data set where I explained about what are the all the factors present here. Then now coming on first, I felt that we are doing a project based on NASA, so it's very important to keep the picture of the NASA photo. So this photo I took from the Google, and through the help of Matplotlib, I plotted this image in in pictorial format. So Matplotlib is a pictorial form library which is used to display the images on the console. So now, to perform this particular project, we have to use four libraries. In the Python case, till before machine learning, we have to use four libraries: NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn. NumPy is used to calculate for mathematical operations. Pandas is used to deal with the data sets. Matplotlib and Seaborn is used for data visualization. So first very important process of our project is data pre-processing. So the data pre-processing, first what we have to check, whether the data has having missing values or not. So in simple terms, we'll check in if data if has null values or not. So if we have null values, we have two things: either we can fill the values or we can able to remove the entire column. So here the problem is here, here geolocation is not that important parameter of our data set. So we remove this particular geolocation in the upcoming steps. So df.shape refers means it will display the total number of rows and total number of columns from the data set. Then after the df.describe will give the mathematical information of the numerical column present in the data set. So in this we can also put include equal to all, where it will give the property for categorical columns. Then we check, like I want to check the what are the names of the columns present. So for this I use df.columns. Then I have to check for this name how many different types of name are there. So from this I understood that everything has its every particular like how to say every particular date like has this different name. So that's why we didn't took the name, so that's why we didn't played with the name. So then again I checked df.info. Df.info is very important for feature engineering. So in feature engineering means we use label encoder to convert the string into the integer format. So then what we did, then I checked for the reclass value. So in the reclass also I felt that many values are there. So what I did, so first I plotted the particular first I plotted a count plot which will determine the count of the particular fall, total how many people fall. So based upon this we understood that our target variable which is fall I already mentioned here. So we try to plot the particular plot using count plot. So count plot is a plot which is used to count the total number of entries present in a particular column in a Seaborn library. So palette means whatever color combinations we want, we can able to like put our own color customization also we can do. So for AX in A dot containers and A dot bar level, AX means the 1107444609, the values which are present on the plot can be displayed through the help of container property. So then I again check the null value sum. So here I observe that that mass has only 131 null values. So if we remove the data, then it might lead to data loss. So that's why what we did. So I filled the particular how to say particular mass value with through the help of filna, and where I took the how to say mean of the entire column, and in place of blank spaces I replaced with the mean value. So after this, what I did again, I checked the null values. So for then I checked the information value. So like here I felt that this year has 288 null values, and like 2000 1977 like this and all. So like that again I check the null values. So this geolocation is not that important. So that's why I removed the geolocation, because it will create more problem to the how to say it will create more problem to the data set, because it has negative positive values. It might create problem to the data set. So then I also felt that id is not that important, because if you try to create a machine learning model, then if you use every time id, it will leads to confusion towards the model, and machine might train wrong, so which will lead to overfitting case. So then what I did, I also how to say I put some condition, like if the particular thing is how to say from 2000 to 210 means it's modern one, from 210 to current 2024 is the latest one, before 200 means old one. So I converted this into this particular type. So then what I did, I also did some analysis part. Analysis is nothing but understanding of the data. So first what I did, I already did for fell and found. Then what I did for the name type. So name type means you have two types of name type, valid and redirect. So I used the count plot to check the count of the total number of like whether total number of valid and total number of relict. If you combine this, you will get a total of 40,000. So then what I did, I also did for outlier detection. Outliers are nothing but the data points which are present outside the given range. So the outliers might create problem to a data set. So it's very important to remove the outliers. So outliers can be removed using two ways. So we use IQR. So to display the particular outlier, we use as an box plot. Box plot is present in the Seaborn library. So then after this, what I did this. See here in this graph, if you observe that the points which are having circles means the outliers are present. So outliers might give the inaccurate results when you calculate the mean. So that's why it's very important to how to say remove the particular outliers. So outliers can be removed using the interquartile range. So where like here the data has been spread in the form of 25, 50, 75, 100, and quartile 25 66 percent of data can be stored in the quartile 25%, and the 75% data like 99% of data points can be stored in the 75. So then we defined for lower limit and upper limit, and we filtered out the particular outliers, and by filling the outliers little bit, it reduced the outlier count. In the up it has big values, now it has reduced the values. Then again I did the outlier, because still outliers are present. So again I did the same process again. Then again it came in, then again I did the process. So the outliers have been minimized, but still outliers are there. So again I did. So by doing this step for multiple times, the outliers have came to minimum. See here in this plot, the outliers of the mass is very less, and here outlier is also very less. So here outlier is also very less. So that's why by doing box plot for multiple times, I try to minimize the value of the outlier. So that's why it's very important to remove the outliers. So after removing the outliers, our data set from 45,000 came to 20,000 because of the fact that outliers might create problem to the data set. So what I did after identifying the outliers, after identifying the outliers to the help of IQR, again I tried to print the values, but and again after printing again you're getting NaN values, which is a problem, right? So that's why I done drop and to remove the drop. I removed all the null values present in the data set. So I removed all the null values from the particular data set. It means that the all the outlier values which are present outside the 75% range are been removed. So the accuracy of our model will be increased up to certain extent. So after this, what I did, I also removed the name column because this done bang on like it might create problem to the machine. That's why it's better to remove the particular name. Then now I check the null values, it is showing to be 0 because in the above step I dropped the all the null values present here. So then what I did, then for year value counts I did, and here I felt that like how to say like it's very like difficult to understand from this data. So that's why what I did, I used np.where. So np.where is used to provide the conditions in the particular column of the pandas column. So np.where also we can use, or we can also use if else condition also in the case of column, but here we used np.where because np.where is very easy process to do and it's a very feasible solution. So then 2000 above means later. So 1980 to 2000 means the normal one, and less than 1980 means the older one for the years. So and I also removed the year column because here I already converted this all float values in the form of categorical columns. So that's why then after this what I did again, I did for this reclass also, because when I was reading about the reclass, I understood that if the reclat value is greater than 0, it means that the meteoroid will fall in the northern hemisphere. If the declared value is less than 0, it means it will fall in the southern hemisphere. So like that, for Riklong also we did the same thing. If the Riklong value is less than 0, it means it will fall in the western hemisphere. If the value is equal or greater than 0, it means it will fall in the eastern hemisphere. So like this, I also did for the mass. If the mass of the meteoroid is greater than 0 and less than 10, it means if it is very small meteoroid, 10 kilograms. And if the mass value is greater than 10 and less than 30 kilograms means it is medium. If it is greater than 30 and less than 50 means large. And if it is greater than 50 kgs means the meteoroid is very large meteoroid fall on the earth. So by doing this all visualizations, like it's like after doing this all things, our data became like this. And compared to that old data, this data, like it's very easy for us to train the model for this particular data. Just we have to use label encoder to convert this categorical values in the form of numerical. That's it, in the form of zeros and ones. That's why it's very easy. So now if I count this particular name type red and yellow, you see that it is very easy to use it. So now, as I mentioned before, there were 45,000 rows, but after removing the outliers, what happened? The count of the total rows reduced to 21,887. So that is why it's very important to know that if you remove the outliers, the count of the total will be reduced. Similarly, I also did for the mass. So mass means like how total like how to say, there are, I classified in the form of 4. If it is between 0 to 10, it means small. 10 to 20 means medium. 20 to 50 is large, and 50 above is total. So here I understood this. Then again I did for the fall. For fell means 11, found means 21,867. So then again I did for the reclat. So here 1608 49 is southern hemisphere, and 50,038 is the northern hemisphere. Similarly, I also did for the reclong. Means our it should be eastern hemisphere, western hemisphere. So 20,000 fall in the eastern and 1200 fall in the western. So then after what I did again, I did for the years. Years means what? Blue, black, green. So year means normal, like which is the latest one. So 6958 are the latest one. 3698 is the older one, and 11231 is the medium one. So then I used the machine learning model. So for creating machine learning model, it's very important to convert into numbers because machine only understand the numbers. Does not understand the text. So it's very important to convert the text into the numbers. That's why we use label encoder. It's a feature engineering technique where how to say where the all the particular like southern hemisphere, northern hemisphere converted to zeros and ones. So that's why it's very useful trick. So in label encoder, what we do, we will take the particular column, we will fit the particular column, and at the same time we will transform the column. It means that we are converting particular column in the form of zeros and ones. Similarly, for mass also did, for fall also, for reclat also, and for reclong, and for years also, the same thing has been happened. So after this wall app, what happened? So it's like here we have to predict that whether the product has been found or whether the product has been fell. Fell means identified. Found means not identified according to dataset. So now in this, I spread in the form of two, like a dependent variable, independent variable. Dependent variable means that depending upon the other parameters, this particular output depends. But independent variables are those parameters which does not depend upon any of the parameters. So then what I did again, I used this, what I can say, I saved this particular data set in the form of nasa.csv, because if I want to do the same thing again and again, it will lead to how to say confusion. So that's why it's better for me to like save the file, and next time if at all I want to do some modeling, it will be helpful for me. So then what I did some machine learning modeling. So here we split the data set in the form of 80% training, 20% testing has been done here. Then I applied logistic regression. So logistic regression is a type of regression machine learning algorithm which is used to solve the classification based problem. uh, and it follows the sigmoid curve, which has the formula f of x equal to 1 upon 1 plus e to the power minus x. So then for evaluating our, I used this logistic regression function, then I fitted the model, then I founded the training score and testing score. Then to evaluate the model, we use two evaluation matrices. One is accuracy score, one is classification report. Classification report will give the precision recall F1 and support score, and accuracy score will give the accuracy of the model, and our score is 99.95. Now you can ask like why I got this score, because of the fact that I removed all the outliers. Similarly, I also use a decision tree classifier to check which algorithm is the better one. So here also I got the same as 99.94. Random forest also I used. Random forest also got 99.94, like this only. And SVM also I compared, and KNN also I compared. Like this I compared for all other algorithms. So all algorithms present in the particular data set works better because of the fact that because we removed all the outliers, right? See here, if you see, all the outliers have been removed. So that's why the accuracy of the model has been increased. So in 40,000, only hardly 4 outliers are there. So that's why our model accuracy has been improved a lot. Then I did some methods to avoid the overfitting, because here I got the accuracy of 99.94 and 95. So but in previous models, the how to say the training score is more than the testing score. So it's very important for us to to avoid the overfitting. So that's why we did the cross validation. So cross validation is nothing but a technique to reduce the overfitting. So here we put the k-fold cross validation we applied, where k is the value that we can specify. Here the CV equal to 5 means the k value has been specified. Then after this I got the accuracy of 99.95. Then I use this artificial neural network. So artificial neural network works on the concept of neural network, where the input, where it consists of input layer, then hidden layers, then the output layer has been present, and in this the back propagation and all been there. So here in this, it's before doing any deep learning algorithm, it's important for us to do standard scaler. So after this, I use TensorFlow to import the sequential means ANN, dense and dropout. Then I added the dense, and here I use the activation function as low, because of the fact that our output is in the form of zeros and ones. Then here I did 20% dropout means like it is for testing type of. Then I used for output layer, and I compiled the model and I got the summary. and I got the summary. And after this, it's very important for my model to train. After training with the approach 5, approach equal to 50 means our training thing. Then after this, after doing this, I got the accuracy of 900% accuracy I got. So from this I can conclude that for my data set, artificial neural network works better compared to your supervised algorithms. So this is the particular research that I did on the particular project. So it involves outlier detection also, and it also reduced the overfitting because outliers have been removed properly. So thank you, sir, for providing